We're here live at an open house. Got about an hour and 10 minutes left until it's all done. So, I don't know. We're going to hang out. And if you have real estate questions, it's a great time. It's a really quiet open house today. It's the second weekend. Second weekends usually are not quite as good as the first weekend. Open houses have been really quiet in general lately. Usually only one or two groups come through. So, if we do have guests at the open house, I will be pausing the stream and coming back because, privacy reasons. But in the meantime, we're going to hang out, maybe look at the property and go from there. But we're going to take a couple minutes to do the walkthrough because no one's here yet. It's brand new, right? So we're going to post in a couple places and share that we're live and all that fun stuff. But if you have questions, comments, concerns, anything that you want to talk about, anything that you want to see, let me know. That's what we're here for. Uh, no comments yet, so we can not show that. Okay. So we're just here to hang out. Well, like I said, we'll do the tour. If you are looking for an actual, just like super quick video of this listing, it's up. It's on YouTube. It's on all platforms, I think. Plus, we have shorts of it too. So if you're just here for the tour, there's quicker, easier ways. This is more to hang out and do a more in depth view and to answer your questions. So let's see. Every time I do an open house, one of the first things that I do when I get here is I open up a list of all of the homes that are similar on the market because I want to see how we're priced. Are we too high, too low? Did the neighbors sell? What the heck is going on, right? So let's see. All right, got our list of comparative houses all up. That's rough. That one's one of them's pretty bad. Let's see what we got. Lots and lots and lots of messages coming in, which is awesome. We are so busy. So, how is everyone? Everyone watching at home? Hey, Trey. I don't know what to call you, Trey Q9W. How is everything? Like I said, we're just hanging out, just having a live stream here at the open house. We can absolutely do a tour if people want to see. Otherwise, we're just here to answer all of the real estate questions. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's a good day. It's a quiet open house, so we're kind of figuring out how to kill an hour or so. And yes, this is real estate. I am a realtor in the state of Washington. I service everywhere from give or take Yelm all the way out to the beach to Hoquiam. And the market is going funky. The funkiest markets we've had in a really long time. We're seeing a lot of houses sit. We're seeing some houses sell like crazy. Just depends on the house and the day and the pricing. Biggest thing that has been the weirdest for me is if the price is a little bit high, like not a lot high. If it's $10 or $20,000 high, nothing. No showings, no offers, nothing goes on. You drop the price 5 or 10 grand, 30 people come through, you've got two or three offers. It is weird. You know, out here in Washington, you can own a house. It's it's easy. A lot of people worry about the down payment, but the lowest amount of cash I've ever seen in someone's pocket to buy a house was 500 bucks. I got them into a house. They had only $500 cash. There are livable. I'm not going to say like, oh my gosh, it's amazing in the best part of town, but there are livable good houses out here for like $200,000. That payment, don't quote me. I'm not a lender. I think it's right around 2,000 bucks a month, maybe a little bit under that, probably less than that if you hold on to it for a minute, refinance. So, I mean, if you bring home like 5 or 6 grand a month between you and hopefully a partner, well, most people buy with a partner. You don't have to, but if you bring home 5 or 6 grand a month, and you got 500 bucks in your pocket, you can be a homeowner. It's that easy. Again, there's a lot of checks there in terms of what your income has to be and credit score and stuff like that, but super doable. Now, it might not be in a part of town that you want. That's kind of a challenge. You might have to commute a little more than you want to. Because like in Olympia proper, a good house is like 500, and your payment on that's going to be in the threes, like 3,300 bucks a month, which is kind of high. But that's like Olympia proper, everywhere else is cheaper than that. Let's see. Yeah, I just helped a guy. We're closing next week. He got He got an acre. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom house, and it needs a lot of work. Let's not sugarcoat. It needs a lot of work. It's an old house, but he purchased it for $290,000. He doesn't believe in taxes, so so we couldn't get him a normal loan. We had to get him a non-conforming loan, which basically means like a bank statement loan. They look at your bank statements. So he's going to pay, I believe, right around 2,700 bucks a month, and he's going to get a 3-2. I think it's 1,400 square feet on an acre. It exists. It's easy to do. Of course, again, do your taxes, get that payment interest rate and that type of stuff way lower, please. That's one of the biggest challenges I think with a lot of people is they are afraid to ask. They assume that buying a house is out of their reach. And I'm from Southern California, so in Southern California, I would completely agree that a $600,000 house with the down payments that you need, that type of stuff, is unless you got a husband and wife both with really good jobs, it's probably out of reach, right? Um, but when you leave there, look, Bakersfield wasn't that expensive either. Like you get something decent in Bakersfield. Not that anyone wants to live in Bakersfield. I prefer Washington myself, right? But there are a lot of options for people if you're willing to look around, and the biggest thing people worry about when I've seen them moving is, can they make money? As a realtor in California, I make way more money as a realtor in Washington than I did in California. Um, Plumbers, all the blue collar folks I know, they make more money up here than in California because California has so much competition that everyone charges bottom of the barrel basic pricing. Versus up here, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of demand, so jobs in general pay better. Now, I don't know if they'll necessarily have a job in your field. If you are I don't know, if you're a fisherman, lots of jobs up here. Don't know if there's many fishing jobs in California, so that's backwards. But I guess the ones that would be big is like I knew a lot of people in medical science, like working Amgen, stuff like that. Fewer Amgen jobs up here, right? But a lot of jobs in other fields. But it all depends on, again, what you want to do. What's your mission? I'm happy to look over, all kinds of stuff here if folks want in terms of what things cost, what areas stuff are in. Again, we can tour the house. I'm just here to hang out and answer people's questions. And if I'm really lucky, if we're being really selfish, get myself a client or two this month. I try to do at least 2 deals every month. In good months, I'll do 4 or 6. But 2 clients a month is my goal. And when the open houses are really dead like this, you got to find some way to keep yourself busy until the time runs out. So talking with folks on live streams and reaching out to leads and things is a good way to fill the time. So, long story short, I'm bored. If you want to ask questions, now is the time. You have my more or less undivided attention. We're doing a couple things here in terms of checking the market and things like that. And again, if someone does show up, I do have to, pause. I don't want to record people that are enjoying. I don't want to record people that are potentially going to buy my listing, right? We want to give them privacy. But outside of that, you guys got me. Whatever questions you have, whatever you want to figure out. Real estate's easy. It's scary because there's a lot of steps, but like anything else that people do, once you know the steps, it's easy. Just one step at a time. But for now, I want to look at how the market is doing in Lewis County and Ocean and Thurston County and in Grays Harbor, because that's where a lot of my stuff is in those three counties. Always happy to work in other counties if people want me to. I've got folks down in Vancouver that hire me every now and then. But basically, like Tacoma and West is my main turf. So let's see. Let's look at residential properties. Let's look at all construction, previously owned construction. How is the market doing? Thurston County is up per tradition. Lewis County is down per tradition. Grace Harbor is down as well, which is a bummer, but is what it is. And if folks are wondering, it's actually a really cool time to buy right now. Like, I don't know what every area is like. I've left California. I'm not watching it as close as I was. But when I was in California, prices were $600,000 for a 3.2, give or take, in 2020. And when I left, that same 3.2 was give or take eight or $900,000. Out here in like Ocean Shores, people bought houses in like 2020 for pretty cheap. A lot of these houses need work, and so they're pretty affordable. I have one for $315,000. They bought it for in 2020, and we are listed for $315,000. So prices in lower income areas like Grays Harbor County, Lewis County is not doing good, but it's not doing as bad as Grays Harbor. But we're seeing prices really drop down to where they were basically right around pandemic time, like when it first started. So for a lot of people, it's a good time. It's a good time to buy. Now the $1 million question is the house going to go down? And what I always tell everyone, okay, everyone, is that your home is your home. Investments are investments, right? Your home is not an investment until the day that you sell it. You can hold it for 30 years. It is not an investment for those 30 years until it's on the market. If you want to rip out the floors and do something really weird, go for it. You want to have 18 cats that make the place smell horrible? Go for it. Now, if you want to get top dollar when you sell it, we got to fix it up, right? But your home is not an investment. It is the place you live until you sell it. So, for a lot of folks that are worried about, is the market going to go up? Is the market going to go down? Get a home. Get a home. It's a place to live. It is your foundation for life. In my opinion, most people are not okay until they have purchased their car, ideally a little basic car, Corolla, Honda, something like that, that is bulletproof. Then you get your little house, ideally a 3.2, but if you can only swing a 2 bedroom, that's fine. Get your little house. And from there, there's only room to go up as long as you don't mess it up and lose it, right? As long as you don't lose your house, you get the 3.2, you get the car, save up your money, upgrade the house one day if you want to, throw some money into savings, right? But that's when life starts. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to buy a house because they're worried about what the market's doing. Don't do that. Get the house, get a good price on it, get a payment you can afford. Um, Another crazy tip is that once you buy a house, I don't know why they do this, but if you have the house, you've made 6 payments, I think it's 6 payments, the lenders will come back to you and go, hey, we can up your rate by like a 0.5%. Like it's a lot. So like for me, payment on my house was 27. I had to, and then my payment drops a month to 2,400 bucks a month. I forget. We recently fixed it. So even if the payment seems high, hold it for 6 months, save a couple grand, refinance, and then the payment's even less. And hopefully with the it's not a good thing, but hopefully with the instability in the job market and stuff like that, rates will come down even more. And sure, your payment is high now, but when rates are down, when the market's not doing as good, you can refinance and get it way lower, right? Which is super cool. But like this house we're in right now, it's only $280,000, right? It's an older manufactured home. So with manufactured homes that are older than 1976, in 1976 we came out with new rules that made manufactured homes built a little nicer. It does not mean that old manufactured homes were built poorly, but it does mean that the poorly built manufactured uh, better, right? They have higher standards. So because this is older than 1976, financing is harder. It's not impossible. We can still get folks at, I think that there is 5% and 0% down if your credit score is good enough. But like special deals you can get old manufactured homes if it's older than 76, if you got good credit, if you got a good down payment, if you're a veteran, VA loans cover old manufactured homes. Those are a great way to save money on the purchase. Resale. If your plan is to buy it and resell it, it's not going to be the play. But if you're looking for something cheap into, that is your home, a place to live, that's affordable, it's a great way to go. Just again, don't expect to make a lot of money when you sell it. So, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, things that you're thinking about, things you're interested in real estate, again, happy to home tour if someone is looking for a home in Yelm. But if you want to see the home, we got videos of it. So I'm not dying to walk through the house with you guys. If you want it, I will absolutely do it. But it's not like something that I really need to do for you guys because we have videos, right? Let's see. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, what do we got here? Super quiet open house. We're halfway done. We're an hour in and no one's come by. That's also one of like the dirty secrets in this industry is that sellers want open houses. They feel like if you're not doing open houses, you're not selling the house. People don't come to open houses, and people that do come to open houses are usually not serious buyers. Some are, but I've had a lot of open houses where no one's come by because they look at it on YouTube and look at it on the MLS or Zillow or whatever. And if they want to see it, you know what they do? They call the realtor. Most people have realtors. They'll schedule an appointment. Now, every now and then, we'll get a curious neighbor. Honestly, open houses are more for me. I get listings out of open houses because I'll hand out flyers. I have been really busy. My poor son's been sick. And so I haven't been going super crazy with the flyers like I normally do. But normally, if I hand out 100 flyers, one of the neighbors will come by and then they'll list the house with me. But that's the biggest perk to open houses is that I get listings. It is less that it's less so that we sell your house. So if your realtor ever says not doing an open house, don't sweat it. It's no big deal. People will still buy it because people buy from Zillow, not from open houses anymore. Those used to work really, really well. I don't even know, like 10 years ago, open houses were still kind of working. But now most of the buyers are, like I said, they're on Zillow, they're on YouTube, they're on whatever else. So it's all internet stuff. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. Everyone's quiet. I would love to answer questions. That helps me figure out what to talk about. So if you have questions or anything to say, just let me know. How are we doing in the market right now? New construction is eating it. If you're looking for a deal, new construction is amazing right now. Older houses, I don't like them. I would take a new construction if you can afford it. Every single day of the week over an older house. The new construction usually come with a warranty. Some only 1 year, some 10 years. I don't love the big builders. Like if you're going with like Lennar or the corporate, huge fund, like go across the entire nation builders. I don't love them. But like small local builders, some of them have 10-year warranties and they do really good work. And if it's not good work, you mark it and then they fix it, right? So make sure you have a good inspection on it. But right now, new construction deals are crazy. They've got better insulation. They've got new standards for building. There's risks. Whenever you buy a house, there's risks. There's always going to be that guy that says I bought a house and it went horrible, right? But new construction to me is the play. I mean, even for my house, I bought it and then the garage door imploded. It just like squished itself. Crazy. That was a $12,000 thing. That's an old house, you know. So I don't mean to be like when you buy a house, there's going to be problems, but houses are like boats. Okay, you don't buy a boat expecting to not fix it. You're going to have repairs. New construction, on average, in my experience, has fewer repairs over the first 10 years. Usually, you'd have pretty much no drama for the first 10 years. Every now and then, you get a weird. It's unlucky. There's no warranties. There's insurance, you know. But if you buy an old house, I guarantee you, there's going to be some hiccups in that first 10 years. The rain's picking up. It's a nice drizzling day. All right, guys. Everything's a little bit quiet. I'm going to take a short break just for a minute and come right back. Want to check on my son, make sure he's doing good. He's hanging out in the other room. So give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your patience. If you're still here, there's a couple of crows that are just going crazy outside. Well, let's see. Add some captions or something. Here we go. We can throw that on. Ta-da! What if I change that from Lewis County to Western Washington? Should probably change that, huh? It's probably been Lewis County today. Western Washington. Realtor. Save. Uh, oh, we just change this part. Enter no. Uh, no. No. Get right to me, thanks. That's okay. My wife's at a open house and she's asking how goes it. I'm like, it's empty. How about you? She's like, same. No people at the open houses. I thought hers was gonna be pretty busy. It's a pretty cool one. Hmm. Let's hop back over to the chat. Part of what I'm wondering is if if it's slow because of the No Kings protest. We passed some pretty busy things on the way in. Let's see. Just gonna share my live everywhere. everywhere. Let's try to get some people in here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, get a shareable link. Let's hop onto Facebook and to Nextdoor, and let's post everywhere. 17128. Kinnikinnick. Got to get our coffee flowing today. It's important for life. My wife is saying, I wonder if the No Kings protest is why we have no people, which might be the case. Those folks watching is the protest today and just today. Nobody knows. That's okay. I have a tough time chatting and ranting when no one's asking questions. So if anyone's got questions, let me know. But aside from that, I'm just gonna this to well everywhere. See if we can get some people in here. So where is everyone at? What are you guys up to? Tell me more about you. The whole point of a live is to have some engagement and see what's going on with everybody. And I would love to answer some questions because I think that most people it's so tough because real estate is like it's something we all need, right? Food, shelter, water, like one of the three main things that everyone in this world needs. But when it comes to getting a house, people have a lot of assumptions and, frankly, ideas. Okay, but is to help have some better ideas to help you guys have a life, have a good home, have just good things going on. You know, we have someone. I don't think so. One of the neighbors coming home. Oh, we do have someone. It's you. My son just came in. We're live on YouTube. I'm glad you came inside though.
I just wanted to see what you were doing.
Nothing really. Just trying to convince people to buy the house. They have a couple kids.
A couple?
A couple. I think they have three. Right? Give me 1 minute, guys. I gotta do some wrangling. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, all's quiet today. What a weird, weird day. I have no idea how these blinds work. The ones you just lift. is. Woo! There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Now I can see if someone's coming in. The rain's picking up so much. I have all the doors open so if someone comes by, they can easily, tour the home, but it's getting it's getting cold and rainy on me.
So,
What have we got here? Nothing. Everything's quiet. One of the quietest open houses I think I've ever had, all things considered. When is the No King Vortex? Is it today and tomorrow? Or is it just today? I'm just trying to figure out if it's worth doing the open house tomorrow or not. Because if it's gonna be this quiet, I'm better off staying home. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. This is not your house. All right. Let's see. Ugh. Turn this down a little bit. Let's get comfy. Because let's be real, I don't think anyone's coming today. Oh, breaking everything. Okay, hold on. Okay, I do not like that angle. Need to be a little higher. Bum, bum, bum. What a quiet open house. 30 more minutes to go. Well, guys, I think this open is a flop. Be nice to chat with everyone. Be nice if there was stuff going on, but I just don't think it's the day. I don't think it's the day. So, I don't know. I would love to answer questions, love to talk about things, but nothing really going on. The people aren't really joining. So, what should we do? What should we do? I made a I made a post on Nextdoor that was said, "Did anyone lose their cat?" We had a possum on my fence the other night. Very clearly a possum. Tail's bald, right? Like it's not a cat. On the bottom of it, I go, I know it's a joke. We had so many people going, "That's not a cat, that's a possum." They pitched in after like 18 comments about possums. I worry about people, but that's okay. Uh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we cancel tomorrow's open house? This is abysmal. Usually we get at least one or two groups that come through, like at least. Not that that's like a huge win, but hey, it's something. But zero? Zero groups in an hour and a half? That's crazy. That's crazy. Quietest open house. That's okay. It's more attention for you guys if you have any real estate questions. We're definitely here for stories and for how to's and tips and tricks and everything in between. It's pouring rain and the crows are absolutely having a field day. I would have figured they would have gone home and hung out, try to keep warm, but nope, they're going crazy. But like I said, if you guys want to see the house, we can do that. You got questions, we can do that. That one guy that came in, Mister Son of Coal, was fun chatting with because he had a lot of questions and things about buying a home, and that's what we're here for, right? That's what these open office hours are for, is to help answer any questions for you guys, and to be fully transparent, try to get myself a client or three. Like I said, I try to close at least 2 deals a month. That keeps food on the table. If I do less than that, I gotta get more business from my real estate and not real estate, from my bee business and my Christmas business, to keep the lights on, which is okay. But I'd prefer to sell a lot of houses. We used to sell a ton. Back in 2020 before I left, we were doing 4 or 6 deals a month, which was so busy. It's okay, back up there. No big deal. But like I said, how are you? How are your home buying goals and dreams? What do you think? What are your opinions? Ugh, listen, I haven't eaten today. It's really late to have not eaten for the day, but running around like a headless chicken. It's been really busy. It's not to complain. I never want to complain. I love all of my clients, no matter the budget, right? But I've got a couple clients right now, they're in the lower end of the price range. And again, nothing wrong with that. But when we do luxury homes, like when we're talking $1 million homes, it's easy. They've got 20% down. There's no weird hiccups with the financing. If there's a $200 issue with the house, they don't care. Got a lot of clients right now on the lower budget, which again, I love all my clients. I don't care about the budget. But we've got a lot of extra inspections. We're buying fixers. There's a lot of showings. It's really high anxiety. So having a couple of lower budget clients has been really busy. Again, no complaints, just busy. A lot of stuff going on. So I've got a lot of things to catch up on. Especially things like packing lunch, especially when we have a 6-year old and a puppy at home. Oh my gosh, things have been busy. That's okay. But how are you guys? What is going on in your real estate world? Thinking about buying a house, thinking about selling a house, saying, get it, I'm going to wait until the prices drop. I don't know, until whatever else you think is going to go on. I'm completely guilty because back in 2018, even 2018 through 2020, I saw how much the prices were going up. And I was like, there's no way it can go higher. People can't afford it. People can't afford 2019 prices, 2020 prices. There's no way. And now look at us. I think about it often in terms of like, I wonder how the people are doing that 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 told me, hey, prices are way too high. We're gonna wait for the market to crash back in 2018, right? Hopefully they're doing good. But I think about that often. I wonder what's going on in their head. I wonder how they're feeling. Let's see. Facebook is so funky. It's always like you have 82 notifications, and it's like just random people commenting. Like, not even to me, it's just commenting to other parties. I don't like that they're doing that now. Like, I definitely want to know if someone's commenting on my stuff. Definitely. But I don't love random notifications that someone's saying to someone else. That feels too nosy, way too nosy. Dun, 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 dun. So again, how is your real estate world? Do you have any questions about buying or selling? Do you have anything interesting going on at all? I hope so. Ooh, actually, great question. Am I on? It says I'm live on Instagram, but am I live on? Okay, not live on Instagram. That's okay. Okay. Gotta fix some of my live stream. No big deal. Mhm. It's a tough thing too. Is do a lot of marketing, and you're like, looking for clients, trying to do good work. Of course, 80% of the people that reach out are like, "Do you want to buy real estate leads? We're here with Zillow," and or like, "Do you want health insurance? We know you're self-employed as a realtor." It's tough. It's tough. We're getting more people that want to take money, that want to give money, and stuff because I do miss calls. Like that's one of the things that's really tough with being a realtor is that you never want to miss a call, right? Because the call could be a client, but then when those calls comes in and it's someone asking you for money, and then someone else asking you for money, and then someone else asking for money, you get a call from a weird number. It's like the kids are screaming, we've got stuff going on. So I try to have people text me if they can. Texting is always the best way to reach me. Not to say that I don't answer my phone. I always try, but if there's two things going on at the same time and it's like a area code from New York, I'll text them back like, "Hey, can you call me or can I call you in a minute?" But it's tough. It's tough. How do we get serious people? Let's see. Might be my quietest open house ever. Ever. Maybe. Crazy. It's a low price home in Yelm too. We do have showings on it. We're getting about one a week, which is still really low. I'd like to see like 5 showings a week. Here's another industry secret. If we put your home on the market, I want to price it low because if 3 people show up and they want to buy your house, they're going to fight. They're going to drag the price up, right? If we price the home high, this one's high. Here's what'll happen. We'll either get zero showings, get a couple showings, or we'll get showings but no offers. If we have showings but no offers and it's like 5 or 6 a week, we're probably about 2% high. We got to probably drop the price about 2%. If we're getting, you know, showing maybe 2 a week kind of thing, we're high. We probably got to drop the price somewhere between 2 and 4% to get an offer to get going. If we have zero showings, none at all, we got to drop the price like 7%. And a lot of the time when we drop the price 7%, that is a bigger drop than where I recommended. So like we're here, right? We're on a small screen. So we're here and it's like, okay, if we list here, we might have to drop to here versus this is the fair price, right? So if we go down a little bit, it'll come up versus if we start high, we're going to come down and then those people are going to offer low. So most of the time, if we list a little high, it's like a 10 or $20,000 mistake. Versus if we list a little low, it's usually like a $10 or $20,000 reward, right? So, but it feels scary as a seller. You don't want to undersell your home. You don't want to price it too low, and that's why the vast majority of sellers go, well, what if we list a little high and then drop the price? We can, but like for this home, I was really hoping to price it a little lower. And with as quiet as it is, we're probably gonna have to see a big price drop. We'll see. It's a tough home to sell. But I'd love to see like 3 to 5 showings a week, not like one every other week kind of a thing. So but that's really tough because people when they live in a home, they know what they spent. And that's kind of a problem because if you do a $50,000 upgrade, that doesn't mean that your house is worth $50,000 more. Certain things like carpet and paint, things like that, you drop 5 or 10K and it increases the price by like 20K, which is pretty cool. But a lot of the stuff that people fix are things that are like for them. And it just maybe you invest $10,000, but it only improves the value of the house by $5,000 or worse. If it's something like a roof or a system, like you replace the water heater, that doesn't increase the price. That's just expected, right? That's just your maintenance cost. So a lot of things that people upgrade, like they'll buy a house, they'll dump 50 or $100,000 into it, and then the home value goes up $20,000. But they want to recoup the cost that they put into the house. But buyers don't care. Right? They are looking at what the neighbor's house is going for. And they go, okay, I can buy the neighbor's house that's turnkey for this dollar amount, or I can buy your house that's turnkey for this dollar amount. They literally could not care less about what it cost you to get the house there. It could have cost you $10 billion. Doesn't make your house $10 billion, right? And that's a really tough pill to swallow for a lot of home sellers, especially in this market where prices aren't really, going up in a substantial way. Heck was that? Anyways, well, I don't know, guys. Technically, I got 15 more minutes. I think I'm just gonna call the open house early because Nobody's here. Nothing's going on. So, if you have any questions, speak now and forever hold your peace. Oh, all these people walking by the open house signs. I get all like excited when I see the neighbors driving by. I'm like, maybe they'll say hi. Not today. I'm too pushy. I'm too aggressive. People don't want to. They're scared. I know. I've gone to a lot of open houses. You walk in, and the realtor is just way too high strung. So I get it. But also, come on, give me something to do. I want some work to do. Oh well. So for now, it's been a pleasure, especially for you, Trey and Son of Cole. But if there's anything I can do for any of you guys, you know what to do. Call Castro. I'll talk to you guys soon.